maturity. And so the key for what would Jesus do is that you find out it's not the particular situation, it's the approach to any situation. And so once you understand that there's a comprehensive knowledge about every situation of life, because it applies to everything. It's a way of living. It's a way. It's not like you gotta think of it each situation. It's not like that. And so like maybe the answer didn't flow in a particular situation, but the way was being engaged. But the answer haven't shown up, or the enlightenment for the response or direction to take haven't clarified. The enlightenment isn't there yet, but the way to bring that enlightenment is being employed. That's a position of maturity. Once you get in a position of maturity, that's what you're exercising. So you're not going on the outside how Jesus would do it. You're already exercising. And the more that you exercise, the more alignment you become to be, because like what's going to happen is like this. Like, for example, part of the way is to know that in this realm, you have need of patience. Because after you have done all to do, then see, there's a perfect timing for manifestation that God has set that would be optimal for the situation and everybody involved. It's like when somebody says, oh, you're getting ahead of yourself. I think I went and got ahead of myself, and I was on the path with God, answer, and so, but I jumped the gun because he like, for example, when I remember I think it was your mama said that you should get, if you really is a man and you a man, you gonna be married, you should get your wife a house and put a finger all in my face and everything. I said, what? Okay, all right. So I went out and immediately went and got an apartment, paid the money for all the stuff, got the approval and stuff. And then I came back to myself and said, wait a minute, you done jumped there. She is right. But remember, your goal was to first things first, make sure that you take care of her mama and have their situation together before you take her out the environment. Y'all can then you do it like this. Then their situation is set, and then you go step. So you make that sacrifice and you give it to the mama. Because now the mama's depending on the daughter all this time, and now y'all ain't gotten married, and she feels in a sense that she losing. So you make sure you handle that. But when she jumped in my face saying, if you was a man of God, that's how the devil tried to say to Jesus, if you was the Son of God, command that this be a house for your wife. And then so I just went out there, had to listen to that because she's right, but that wasn't the timing. So now I had to go back, lose that money, and work in the patience, dealing with attitudes, stuff going on. That's okay, because I understood. But I did respond out of order, and I had to get it back in order. So now the more that you're being mature in what you understand about the way of Jesus or the way of the Lord, the mind of Christ, then you're employing it. So now you grab yourself and say, hey, wait a minute. Just be patient. And now after a while, you're exercising it so that you already know you'll be patient. Somebody says something to you, you don't just go out and do that. You hear it in this ear, like my dad used to tell me. You let it in this ear and go out that ear. You don't take it in here and muddle all about it. No, because it don't line up with the directive you already moving in. It's for the increasing in the things of God for all the good. For everybody. You ain't trying to withhold nothing from nobody. Somebody, if it get withheld, it's because they do the withholding. Your willingness to walk together with somebody is in your own heart. And so if you got that, you got to know that. If you know that, you keep moving forward. You don't have to be impacted by all their little sayings and things that might provoke the outer man to respond in a way that's ridiculous. Because What that got to do with nothing? Now I go across town, got an apartment over there. Still got to deal with all her stuff over there because every day she crying, talking about, I ain't got this, my washing machine broke. Oh, this, that, and this problem. Then I got to come from way over there, over here. And then now the money got to be paid for the mortgage and all that. And I'm trying to make money over here and run over here. No. Just take your time. We already got a place. Just you don't need to have all this. You do see all this stuff around here that like how big this. It is a little cottage house. Don't get it wrong, but it has exactly what I always envisioned myself personally, of a little house in front of your business and your business in the back, so you keep your overhead low and your price is reasonable. You have flexibility, and you're on your own property. You're already in an advantage. Just keep it moving. And then you're in a better position to help others, reach out. Okay, so as that blossoms and grows, and that becomes a model for expansion. And so that's what's happening. But if I would have did it the other way, I'm way over here. I got to find a shop. Because you got the apartment, and that got a lease on it. Then you got the house, the mortgage. You don't want to lose that. That's the foundation for the mama and the other family members that if they in trouble, they can. Or even if we got in trouble, there ain't no place to go to. If it get tough, nobody has nothing that they own where the family members could come back to and find a resource to be back on their feet. And so that has to be handled first. And so you got to stay in order. And so God has a divine order that why you have need of patience. Because it ain't just patience so that you have to wait for something. Because what you have to do is understand that God has already given you everything and you got it. So when that gets immersed in your own way of thinking, that makes it easy to have patience. Because you're not trying to get what you already got. You're moving toward from within what you already got to manifest on the outside through the process of understanding and wisdom.